Guys, first of all is to thank you for subscribing and sharing our videos. We just hit 1,000 subscribers plus. We really appreciate. May we all grow together. So today I'm going to take you through a Samsung washing machine and the things I need to address is the common problems with the Samsung washing machine. Maybe you're planning to get a new washer or you're planning to upgrade, so you're wondering which washing machine is better. So today we look at Samsung washing machine, common problems with the washing machine, with the Samsung washing machine. I'm not discouraging you to not to buy a Samsung washing machine, but it's good just to take you through so that you're prepared, and when you're getting this machine you know exactly what you're getting into. This one is the old model, which I think Samsung got it right for the old models, but I'll use the same machine to take you through the common issues with the current Samsung washing machine. Issue number one is the door rubber gasket. So this is the rubber seal. The rubber seal, when you close the door on the brim here, it holds tight on the glass, so the machine won't leak water. So what's happening with the Samsung washing machine rubber gasket, they tear from here most of the time. If you check on this one, it already has a dent here, so when it's washing it starts leaking water, and then it will give you a 4E error, a water error code on the screen here. And what happens when your washing machine has a leakage is the pressure switch sensor. Let me show you the pressure switch sensor. So this is the pressure switch sensor. So it detects the level of water in the drum. Like for instance, if the machine has to spin, the pressure switch sensor has to detect there's completely no water in the drum, and then the machine will start spinning. If your washing machine is not draining, the sensor will detect there's still water in the drum, and it will not drain. So what's happening is, if the machine has a leakage from here, like what we are seeing here, the pressure switch sensor will detect there's a leakage, and if the machine was washing, it will just pause. Okay. However, also if the machine is leaking profusely a lot of water, the machine takes a lot of time to wash, because if that level of water doesn't get to the target on time, the machine will keep feeding with water, so you'll use more water and also more electricity. So with the Samsung washing machine, this is very common. It's not solely, I won't blame Samsung on this completely, but 10% is usage. What you normally say is this: when you're removing your clothes from the washing machine, don't drag. Just pick your cloth. I'll demonstrate. So let's say you've done with the washing, you pick your cloth from the machine. It's easier to pick from a front load washing machine compared to a top load washing machine. So if you've been patient for like an hour, when the machine was washing, just be patient. Pick your clothes one by one. So what's happening is, these rubbers are loose. So what people are doing, they drag the clothes. When you drag that, the clothes, maybe they are damp, they are heavy, jeans, towels, a duvet, this gets torn. So guys, what you need to do is pick your clothes one by one when you're removing the clothes from the washing machine. Number two, because the rubber is quite loose compared to other rubbers, I must say, make sure you empty all pockets before you do a wash, because if you don't, when it's spinning, those things come over here and they can even prick holes in the rubber, so the machine will start leaking water. Okay, we go to issue number two. Issue number two is the inlet solenoid valves. So it depends. Other machines have 2, other machines have 3, have 4, depending on the model and the capacity. So these are the solenoid valves. So when you switch on the machine, and the control panel, which is the brain for the machine, it will say now feed with water. So these ones, once they open, the water comes through this, and the water gets to the dispenser, and then there is a hose down the dispenser compartment, which goes to the drum. So a common problem with Samsung washing machines, most common problem is the solenoid valves. In fact, the dual wash, eco wobble, Samsung top load washing machines are worse. Let me tell you what happens. So all Samsung washing machines that I have encountered come with these solenoid valves. Like this is a 3-way, this is 2. So what's happening, if you check keenly on this one, they burst. You see, they overheat and burst. If you check here, this one is already busted. I'm not sure why they stick with this, but it's a very, very common problem, and the Samsung inlet valves are quite expensive, which they are not doing. What they are doing is not right, because I'm not promoting any other company, but this is the LG solenoid valves. It's rare, very rare, to find faulty LG solenoid valves. Very rare. This is very common. So check the difference. This is like wood or something. Then check on this one here. So this is a very common problem with Samsung washing machine. Anyway, though, and which is a fact, that your machine will last longer depending on the usage and how you service your machines. If you don't service your machine, let me tell you what happens. Yes, this is a common problem with Samsung, but on the client side, you have to service your washing machines. There is always a filter here. So before water gets in this casing, there is always a filter. Okay? So what happens, if you don't service your machine, and maybe you're using borehole water or something, water that's not clean, the filter gets clogged. So when the filter gets clogged, water doesn't get into the machine with enough pressure. So what happens is this. If the machine, let's say you put your machine on a quick wash, okay? Let's say that is 30 minutes wash. The machine, once you power it on, it takes maybe the first 30-40 seconds to drain water, assuming there's still water in the drum. Some machines, they'll still drain even if there's no water. Then another 10 seconds, 20 seconds, the motor starts moving, and then it starts filling with the water. So if your machine is taking more than 5 minutes to fill with water, let's say a front load 8 kg Samsung washing machine, the first 2 minutes the machine should start washing. So let's say it's taking like over 10 minutes to wash, to fill with the water. What's happening is this. With such machines, they won't overheat. What it will do, let's say with the LG valves, the pressure switch will detect there's not enough water in the drum, and it will give you an IE error or 1E error. That's for the LG. For Samsung washing machine, when it's clogged, the sensor will do the same job. But now, if you don't service your machine and the issue persists, even if it's giving you a 4E error or any other water error, with the time they will burst. And once they burst, the cost goes higher, because now you'll have to service your machine and you'll have to replace all the solenoid valves. So that's a very common problem with Samsung, the solenoid valves, water inlet valves. That is something they should work on. Another problem with the Samsung washing machine is the drum. This is quite a good drum because it's an old model, Samsung old model. We have had so many issues. A machine is still under warranty, the drum is gone. If you need to know the drum is gone, the machine is still new. The transit bolts have been removed from the machine. The machine is well balanced, but still it's making noise when spinning. So if you need to know if the drum is faulty or the motor, you need to know where the noise is coming from exactly, you can put your washing machine on spin. Before you put it on spin, just make sure you remove the belt. So listen to the motor is running. If it's the same noise, you'll know the motor is faulty. But if you have removed the belt, if it's a belt washer, the drive one, belt drive washing machine, then that's the drum. But also, if you need to know if a drum is faulty, you see the gap here. There's the gap from here to here. If the gap is still okay, then the drum is okay. But if the space has widened, the gap from here, from the metallic drum to the rubber gasket is wide, it means either the bearings are out or even the spider is broken. And something common with Samsung washing machines, the drums are very weak. The drums are very weak. This is an experience from a technician. The spider breaks, or you'll find there's a crack inside the washing machine. Very, very rare compared to other washing machines. And this is a very common problem. We receive such complaints most washing machines that are under warranty. Something else is the drain pump. So if you don't service your washing machine, as your Samsung washing machine, be prepared to replace the drain pump, because what happens, the pump starts overheating. Once it overheats, even if you check with the multimeter, it will show continuity. But once it starts washing, does the first rinse, it drains, and then it wants to spin, it overheats, and then it will stop, and then it will give you a 5C or any other drainage error. So those are the common problems of a Samsung washing machines. They are good machines, yes, but there are just a few things that they need to work on. If not, an honest opinion from the Samsung, from a technician who experiences all these problems day in, day out, we are here to advise customers to get other machines. So old models, perfect. Like this one is the WF180. Perfect. Current ones, these are big problems. So guys, that's a quick review on a Samsung washing machine. Kindly subscribe, guys. We're still new on YouTube here. Correct us, drop a comment, leave a review, and we really appreciate. Thank you so much, and may you be blessed big time.